And it just will not go into the back of the net. Incredible 10 minutes Real Madrid have had, and somehow they haven't scored. I think against other teams they could quite easily put 3 or 4 away. Sevilla clinging on for grim life. I think they've got to thank Palop for that. Some less perhaps than clinical finishing from Real Madrid. I think on another night they would have hit the target more. Palop again decides to go for our camera position. Ball's boys really on the ball today. I think that was Frederic Canute warming up. Lassana Diarra. Ramos. Xavi Alonso. Can't believe Real Madrid have had less possession of the ball than Sevilla. Sevilla had quite a lot early on. Now that's a booking. Oh yes, says Iturralde Gonzalez. I think Capel knows that third Sevilla player booked along with Dragutinovic and Stankiewicz. Yeah, the lad could play for Hull Kingston Rovers, making tackles like that. Hull Kingston Rovers being a rugby team, obviously. Another free kick. Xavi Alonso takes it. Palop's come a long way and he's done well. And Stankiewicz wins the throw-in for Sevilla. Once again, another foul throw, which Real Madrid have taken quickly and forced a corner from. The fact that most referees seem not to blow foul throws today doesn't mean there isn't one. Really, you should be blowing them more often. Xavi Alonso, another corner. Madrid's 4 for the night. Cristiano penalised for that foul in the area. Just approaching the last minute of normal time in this first half. Just mistimed his jump slightly, the Portuguese international. 3 minutes of added time. I don't think Jimenez likes that much, but you got to say Sevilla have tried to waste time whenever they could, so maybe it's no bad thing that the referee adds on 3 minutes. Or it might seem just ever so slightly excessive. With Iturralde in games that he's officiated between the two sides, he's sent off 8 Real Madrid players and 5 Sevilla players. Not in games between the two, but in games when he's been refereeing either Sevilla or Real Madrid. I should maybe clarify. And Perotti goes down after a bit of contact with Lassana. Fernando Navarro taking his time. Looked like offside against Didier Zokora, former Tottenham player. And Madrid regain possession. It's Kaká, bit of space now. Arbeloa looks up. And the offside flag is up against Higuain. And it's a clear decision again in this penalty area. Once again, Palop taking as long as possible. Sure, Pellegrini's not looking forward to the half-time whistle. Side likely to get booed off the pitch despite having created an absolute hatful of chances. But the only goal of the game scored so far was put to his own net by Xavi Alonso. Well, it looked to be a bit of a contact there, but has to be said the Zarbalo went down rather theatrically. Last chance perhaps of the half. Cristiano Ronaldo. Space opening up ahead of him again. Cristiano looking for the 1-2. Once again, Iturralde says no free kick. Although this time it's Garay penalised for that foul on Negredo. And Sevilla, if they're wise, will try and run the clock down. Another Sevilla player goes down. They're not making it easy for Iturralde, some of them. And maybe we criticise referees for getting decisions wrong when it's not easy, when players basically do their very best to fool and con them on occasions by diving off the ball. Anyhow, there's the half-time whistle. 45 minutes in the Santiago Bernabeu, and at the moment, Real Madrid, well, we're heading for a little bit of a surprise. Long way to go, but that goal from Xavi Alonso in his own goal. Unfortunately, Basque midfielder, after 10 minutes, is making the difference between the two teams. Madrid have queued up to take shots in the last 15 minutes of the first half, but somehow the equaliser has eluded them. Iturralde González doing his best to try and explain his decision. Of the game scored in 10 minutes, put past his own keeper by Xavi Alonso. Just looking down there, Sevilla are going to make a substitute at half-time. There's Frederic Canute who's going to come on, just taking over the public address system. It's Capel who has left the pitch. Diego Capel, who of course put the ball across for the only goal of the game today. It's interesting to see how Sevilla are going to play with two centre forwards. Maybe the idea will be that Canute and Negredo between them will be able to hold the ball up a little bit better, just allow Sevilla to take the pressure off. Really, last 20 minutes of the first half were a constant wave of Real Madrid attacks. Sevilla very much back to the wall. Real Madrid wanted to take advantage of the fact that Barcelona have dropped points today. Away to Almeria, Barca ending up with 10 men in that game, actually, after Ibrahimovic was sent off. Obviously, it would give Madrid the chance to go level on points with Barca at the top of the Primera Liga table. It's closing that gap bit by bit, Real Madrid. But obviously, defeat would be a little bit of a disaster. It would certainly be a wasted occasion. And Sevilla straight away in no hurry whatsoever to take the goal. In fact, if Madrid won today, it would put them ahead of Barcelona on goal difference. Barcelona's goal difference plus 45. Real Madrid, at the moment it's plus 46. Of course, if they won, then it'd be more than that, plus 47, plus 48, depending on the margin of victory. So Madrid have the chance to go top of the table today. Ooh, there Negredo catching Xavi Alonso. Probably accidental there. Xavi Alonso, as always, busy taking part in defensive duties. And the very fact that he was there, when he scored the own goal, he was actually where maybe other companions of his should have been. But if Sevilla win this game, it wouldn't actually change their league position. It would keep them 46 points. They'd have level with Valencia, but what it would do is it would just keep that gap over fifth place Mallorca or Deportivo La Coruña, who have already won today, just making that Champions League place a little bit more secure for next season. Obviously, Sevilla used to playing amongst the best teams in Europe now. Got an excellent chance to get into the quarter-finals of the Champions League. They've got a home tie against CSKA Moscow coming up. And obviously after a 1-0 draw in Russia, just fancy their chances. Xavi Alonso. Cristiano Ronaldo in one of his step overs. Kaká's not